I'm Joyce.
And I'm Adrielle.
And we are Divinely
Divinely
Guided.
Guided.
Yes, we hope you've had a wonderful week. We hope you had a wonderful Resurrection Sunday, that you enjoyed yourself, that you spent time with family and friends. So, how about you? Did you enjoy yourself this weekend?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot to do, but it was
You
nice.
did have a lot to do because you were in a wedding.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And you were beautiful in the wedding, too.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And your hair is still beautiful now. You got it freshly done and
Yeah.
it's all curly. It is so long and so thick. It is. It really is. It's a lot of hair.
I'm trying.
It's a lot of hair. How long does it take for it to dry? When you got it washed and everything.
Forever.
I figure it take a long time
Like
because it's
5
just
hours.
so thick. It's so thick. And I can't believe, but you say it's not heavy unless it's wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in a ponytail or a bun.
Oh, okay. Then it's heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, very well. Well, my thin little hair isn't heavy under any circumstance. Oh, but today we are not going to stay long because we are later than usual today. I shared an experience with Adrielle, or I shared her experience. She loves wrestling.
I love wrestling.
And I'm a sports fanatic. I mean, I watch all kinds of sports, but wrestling isn't on that list.
It's sports entertainment.
It's sports
So
entertainment.
it's storytelling mixed with the sport and the athleticism of what they do is just really cool to me.
Okay. Well, it is. For me, it was like a soap opera in a
It is.
boxing ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing like it.
There is nothing like it. My mom, like I told you, my mom used to love it, but I think it wasn't quite as much drama and storytelling back then.
Yeah.
It has advanced. What are those, your earbuds?
Yeah, I was doing something.
Oh.
Ignore me. Completely ignore me.
Oh, but tonight we're really revisiting something that we kind of talked about once before, but it's played on me so heavily lately. And then I had a conversation with one of my sisters yesterday around the Sunday, the family dinner table. And so I just want to kind of continue that conversation because in this particular climate that we're in, I think it's very important. And today I want to talk a little bit about celebrating your uniqueness. We should all celebrate our uniqueness. We should celebrate what makes us us. And when I was thinking about it, it's because of so many of the things that are going on now, I feel, and this is my opinion, is that so many people want everybody else to live according to
What they think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but we were all designed differently with purpose and on purpose.
Yeah.
I believe that we were all created by God. That is my belief. Everybody's welcome to have their own belief because my God gives you free will. But when God created us, He could easily have made us all the same if that had been His desire.
Yeah.
We could have all been, we could have been just coming off the assembly line, all the same size, color, texture. But he didn't do that. And He doesn't make any mistakes. So there's a reason we're all different. Imagine a world where everybody was the same. I can't even fathom what that would be like. I cannot. So I think He deliberately made us different, and that's okay. Now, I do think we have a responsibility to each other, a responsibility not to hurt each other, not to kill each other, not to steal from each other, or otherwise hurt each other. But other than that, I think we should just celebrate our uniqueness. What makes us us? Stop trying to conform to what everybody else thinks you should be or do or say, and just do you. Be you. Believe what you want to believe. Be who you want to be. As long as it's not hurting anybody else, do you. I really do believe that. And there is such an outcry, a prevalence rather, that's the word I would probably prefer, a prevalence of thought in society, and it's about who's beautiful, what makes a person beautiful. There's so much thought on what makes a person smart. Book smarts are not the only smarts there are. There are a lot of people walking around who've never been to a college or higher education of any sort, and they are absolutely brilliant. One of the things I've learned for certain after working in higher education for more than 30 years is that there are a lot of people who think they're smart because they have a degree, but sometimes I look at them and think, you don't even have sense enough to come in out of the rain. There are drunks on the side of the road with more sense. So we have an idea of what smart is. We have so many perceptions of what's the appropriate weight. Everybody thinks, not everybody, but there is such a loud and vocal group that thinks you've got to be thin, and that's what's in. Although, what?
That's different based on the community you're in, I feel like.
It is, but that group has been so vocal for so long that there are people who spend a whole lifetime thinking there was something wrong with their size because of a very vocal group who defined what beauty was, and that standard included somebody who was too thin.
Well, people praise being thick these days.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like thin went out ages ago in our community.
I don't know if thin has ever been the desired thing in our community.
No, you gotta be,
Yeah, in our community, and I'll say in the black community,
yeah, it's like a community.
Curves and curves have been that has defined beauty, almost to the point that when I was much younger and much smaller, I was often accused of being too thin. Yeah, because but anyway, but I just think, and the older I get, the more I am like this, that I have to be happy with who I am when I look in the mirror.
You've been on social media a lot lately.
Have I?
Have you?
Yeah, kind of. Why?
Because this is like a social media problem. That's why I delete all my social media, because I don't want what anybody thinks to make me feel like I'm doing life wrong. Because I'm living things based off of what I feel is right. I don't care what other people are doing. I never follow trends or crowds. I do what I like to do. I do what I want to do. And I feel like this is such a social media thing.
I think
everyone's living. I mean, it was there before, I'm sure, but social media exacerbates it so bad because you're constantly seeing what people are doing, and people are constantly telling you what your relationship should look like, what your body should look like, what your life should look like. And it gets to the point where you're going to have to step outside of that and refigure out what you even want and who you even are. That's just a huge social media problem, and that's like the number one reason why I don't like it. Like, people are too obsessed with their own opinion. Your opinion doesn't have to be my opinion.
Right. And that really is where I'm landing. And it's not, for me, it extends beyond social media even. It is just, I think, it's part of the political landscape right now. If you're not like me.
I think social media makes that worse, though.
Yeah, it makes it worse, but that does extend far beyond that, though.
It does.
Because like I said, and it is dangerous on that political front when we have a group of people who are saying, if you're not like me, you don't think like me, you're not, the same nationality or ethnicity that I am, there's something wrong with you. And so we're going to treat you accordingly. I feel like that's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
But I think we really need to be at a place where we embrace what makes us unique.
Yeah.
I like to be me. You and I have that very much in common. I enjoy being me. I don't mind being different. I have all my life felt different, quote unquote, because we're all different. But I don't mind that. I I can think back when I was in college. I would get up and get dressed, and I would just overdress to go to class just because I felt like it. I would put on some ridiculous heels. And this was long before. Now I know that girls do it all the time.
They don't be going to class in heels.
Well, it depends on which university you're at. Some of them go like there. But anyway, just the whole, I started doing all the whole dramatic stuff just a long time ago, just because I felt like it. Then I started wearing the different hair pieces. And when I was wearing the different hair pieces, that was definitely before. Now everybody on the college campus wears them. But when I started doing it, I was just going downtown Tuscaloosa one day, and there's a wig shop, and I went in there, and I just tried on some hair just for the heck of it. And I've been playing with hair since that day. Well, actually, I played with hair long before then. I would change my hair a lot, and the people in high school thought I was wearing wigs. But I wasn't. I had a great hairdresser, and when they first started with the different curls, I had those. When they did different perms, I had those. Periodically, I would get tired of it all, and she would cut my hair very, very short. Like when I first started college, it was very short. It looked like one of my friends in college told me, when I first met you, Joyce, I thought you were from Africa, because I had my hair cut very short, and she's like, you carry yourself so upright, and you walk so tall, and carried yourself like royalty, and so she assumed I was from Africa. But I enjoyed just being Joyce and dressing up just because I felt like it. And even today I will still do that. I will get up and get all dressed and, just to go pump gas for my car, or run errands, or to pick up the twins from school, or whatever it is, just because I feel like it. So I just enjoy being me. I've had friends, Edgar and I laugh about when we were in college. The group of people we hung out with was almost like the United Nations. We had a guy from Guatemala, a guy from Cuba. We had multiple Americans, black and white. And we would laugh about being out and looking like the United Nations. But I enjoyed all my different friends and who they were. And we talked about the things that were different about us, and more cultural than anything, because a human is a human. Believe it or not, a human is a human. Even those people you're being ugly and mistreating, they have the same feelings that you have. So remember that next time you've been ugly to somebody. But we talked about the cultural differences and everything, and just learn to embrace those differences. And sometimes we would laugh about different things. And then a lot of times we would realize a lot of it was so much the same, even though on the surface we were different. I think you like that, though. Your friends are very diverse.
They are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I just really think we should free ourselves from trying to be what somebody else told us was okay. I mean, yesterday what made me think about it was we were talking about makeup and hair and all of that after dinner yesterday, and I was laughing with my sister, and I was like, I love the fact that we as a culture, the black women in particular, we love to quote unquote do too much. I love that we do too much. I love that we wear too much hair, that we put on too much makeup, that, too much according to whom. We want to get up and just paint. I just feel like it's an expression. And putting on that makeup is like an artistic thing. Yeah. And I love watching the makeup videos because you see that painting come to life right in front of your face. And so you just watch people mold their face and sculpt their face and contour their face and put that color in there. And I like to play with it. And sometimes I will put on all the different color eyeshadow and go to work and they're like, wow. I don't do it as much as I used to, and I have on none today, but I used to, when I was still working every day, I would put it on. And I've never gotten into the really long lashes, but if that's what you like, you do you. I also love, from our culture, I love our sense of style. There is nothing quite like the way we carry ourselves. I think I saw, and one of the things that happened too when we were talking, I saw they were showing a clip of President Obama. And he was walking. I was like, nobody quite glides like Obama. But for me, that is, that's one of the things that you find so often in our culture. Our walk isn't just a walk. It's a strut. It's a means of expression. The way you're carrying yourself reflects a lot of times how you're feeling. What do you think? You've gone quiet on me.
I'm just listening.
I was also watching, I love all of the videos of groups of African Americans dancing in sync.
I like to watch us skate.
Well, that is the same thing too. That is that same kind of, you're watching it, there's that movement, there's that rhythm, it's in sync. There's a synchronicity, almost like everybody got together before you started skating and said, we're going to practice how we're going to move, because it is just so in sync. And I was watching one of those line dances, and I need to learn a couple of them just for my own good.
Do you not line dance?
I mean, but they have some out right now that are so elaborate and ornate, and there's such just a movement to them and a flow and a rhythm. And I was watching one in particular where everybody was doing the same basic steps, but everybody was putting their own little moves to it, and they were just moving, and the rhythm was so good, and everybody, and it is a work of art to me. Again, just a part of us being us. And it doesn't matter who said we're too loud, you're too ghetto, no, we're just going through enjoying our life with the things that we enjoy, and that's okay. I would love to tell our little girls and have them really hear me. You're not too dark, you're not too light, you're not too fat, you're not too thin. You are the perfect rendition of you. Just do you. I remember seeing one young lady who was a little girl, but she was already plus size. But that wasn't stopping her for anything. She was flipping, doing the splits. I mean, she was doing everything. As if to say, my size does not define who I am. I can still be whoever I want to be and do what I want to do. So that's really what I wanted to leave everybody with today, is stop judging people according to what you think. If they're not hurting you, leave them alone. People don't have to live their lives according to what you think.
I was having this conversation the other day. Your perception is not reality.
Right. It's just that, your perception.
Let that sink in.
Right. And everyone has a full right to their, especially in this free world where we're steadily losing our freedoms from the top, but we have a right to be who we want to be. We have a right to look the way we want to look, dress the way we want to look, style our hair the way we want to, move the way we want to, dance the way we want to, laugh the way we want to. I've been told we're too loud. You laugh too loud. So, and according to whom? Maybe you don't laugh enough. I was always accused of overdressing. Really? Am I overdressing or are you underdressed? Your perspective is just that, your perspective. You know? I know you love to you're like a modern day hippie almost.
I have like two personalities because I'm alternative, so I like edgy black makeup, that kind of thing.
Right, you do.
I'm kind of doing the bit of that right now, like representing a band that I like. Like I'm that, but I'm also very much bohemian. So it depends on what mood I'm in that day.
Right. So that bohemian style is what I refer to when I said the modern day hippie.
If I had to put a name to it, if I'd say bohemian.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. You can name it.
I mean, I don't have to. I don't know.
But yeah, you do have that other side too.
The black
side. Right, with
the
black lipsticks, the choker with the
spikes,
all
of that. My big boots, like all of that. I get so many weird looks because people don't expect me.
But you wear that so well, and it suits your personality so well. And so when you put it on, it seems just very natural.
It is.
Yeah, and so yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it for you.
I get so many, and then I go to shows and people look at me like, what are you doing here? Like, how can I have that look like? There's no way. And then I'll be singing the lyrics at the top of my lungs and they go, oh, like you're for real.
Right.
Yeah.
But somebody has decided that you don't fit the prototype of person to like that music.
Yeah. Or to dress like that.
Or to dress like
that. I
that.
don't care.
Right.
I feel like I'm actually really good at this, like being yourself.
Right.
Like, I truly do.
I think you are too.
So.
I think you are too. That's what I thought. I was like, and Adriel has this. And I have very deliberately encouraged that for you and Jared your whole lives.
Yeah. I don't know how to be anything else, so. It's what you got.
But I do think we should take it into consideration. Why are you judging other people? Let them be them. If they're not hurting you, if they're not hurting anybody just by expressing themselves, let them express themselves. So what if they're laughing loud? You need some humor in your life, probably. So what if they put on the makeup? You might need a little bit of color in your face, and it might make you feel a little better in your smile.
Some people are just so afraid or intimidated or threatened by people who just don't care what they think. It just bothers them that they're not trapped in like this prism.
And I think there are so many people who are so insecure and lacking in confidence that they just can't step out in what they want to wear, and they can't step out and just be who they want to be. They can't step out and speak their opinion loudly and clearly for fear of how it's going to be received by other people. Just that's what a lot of people need to do. Work on a little bit of self-confidence. Work on yourself, and you won't have to worry about what somebody else is doing or looking like or smelling like, unless it's something very highly offensive. Just you be you and I'll be me, and there's room on this earth for all of us. There is room on this earth. And no, there's not. I don't know who decided, we're just going to determine which set of qualities are the right qualities and everybody else is wrong. And that's not how the world works.
It's really not.
It's not how the world works. So, everybody take a deep breath. If you're lacking in the confidence to do some things that you would do if you thought no one were looking, go out there and do it and act like they're not looking anyway.
I try to not let fear stop me from doing the things that I want to do.
So many people are bound by fear, though. I was selling, at one point when I used to go out every Saturday and sell the jewelry, and sometimes I would have the big statement necklaces because I like the big statement pieces. And I had a lady come to my booth one day and she said, "Oh, that is so pretty. I wish I had enough courage to wear that." I'm like, how much courage does it take to wear it? Just put it on.
I don't know. People, they look for other people's approval for what to wear. Like, it's, I don't know. I can't do that. Like, if I never have, I don't ask people what they think about my outfit either.
Right.
I put it on and I come out.
Right.
And then
right.
sometimes people have gone like, what you wore, like I thought it looked weird, but then I looked at it again and it wasn't. Like I wore some stuff that just straight up didn't match. I didn't want it to match, but I was like, this is cute to me. And then by the end of the day, people are like, I actually really like your outfit.
Right.
Because I'm wearing it like it's
I'm just
cute.
about to say, if you wear it with confidence, though,
cute.
people will.
There are no rules. People are
Right.
looking for like a guideline for how to live and how to dress and how to date and all that
And
stuff.
who to be.
Who to be. All
Right.
that kind of stuff. Just exist.
Yeah, just do you.
Just
what
exist.
feels good for you.
What do you like?
Yeah.
Start there and then
Right.
do it.
Yeah. I love that concept of doing what makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking in the mirror and feeling like today I really want to paint my face, I just want to be as elaborate as I can be. I want 3 different shades of red on my eyelids and one running into the other. And invariably when I decide I want to do all of that, I get compliments all day long. Not because it necessarily looks any better than anybody else, but I made it work.
Yeah.
And there are some days I go out and one day I was getting dressed and I was gonna just put on some pants and a shirt and just go kind of in an outfit that would have just blended in. And on my way to get the clothes out of my closet, I saw something else of mine that was a lot more attention grabbing. And I thought, I think I want to be that girl today. And so I stopped and I pulled out the little full length jacket and a dress underneath, and I put it on. And I didn't do a whole lot of stuff with my makeup, but I did my favorite, that black eyeliner, the thick black eyeliner, and a deep red lip, because I've gotten where I love that combination when I'm not going to do a whole lot of other.
Huh? I love red lipstick.
Yeah, I've gotten where I love it. For so long I didn't, because I thought I was too dark to wear red lipstick. But what I had to do was find the right color.
Yeah. I heard a lot of people say that. I'm like, no, you just have to find the right red.
Right.
Red is the color with the most shades in it, I think, like in the world. Like, there's a shade for everybody.
There is, but when you're a dark sister like me, quite often you need a blue red.
Yeah,
a
I
blue
need a blue
blaze
red.
Yeah, and it works for me. And so I put that on and I mean, everywhere I went, I got compliments from people, black, white, young and old, but it wasn't even anything. What I had on wasn't something you would just pick up and wear to go around running errands. You might have been going to a formal event or something, but I felt like putting that on, and I did, and I went everywhere I had to go that day, and in a grocery store, pumping gas, whatever. People reacted to it all day long. And I have also found that, when I go out and I just want to be as elaborate as I want to be, I get a lot of people who tell me I'm beautiful, which isn't something that I don't really consider myself beautiful. But I think why you did that? I don't. But when I get up and I put my clothes on that make me feel like that powerful Joyce, I have a presence that people notice. So, and I think that's more of it. But they don't know how to describe it, so they just tell me that I'm beautiful.
Well, I think you are. And I think it goes beyond looks. And I think that's the way you carry yourself and the way you treat other people. And
it is the way you carry yourself.
I can't explain it. It's not something that you can even put your finger on exactly. Mm-hmm. Like, you just have like this beautiful essence, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So I just really disagree, but okay.
Well, that's very meaningful coming from my baby. I love that statement you just made. Mm-hmm. But I think people are drawn to my confidence.
Yeah,
I do. I think because that shows more and more every day too. Because I'm at an age where I always felt, comfortable being different, but now my confidence is even stronger, and so I really do carry myself with that. Carry myself with that almost like unstoppable kind of attitude and presence. that my mom had. My mom was 5'10", but people thought she was even taller than that.
Yeah.
And 5'10" at that time was
now.
a tall woman, but they thought she was even taller because she carried herself so majestically. Yeah. Because I was telling somebody one day, I was like, yeah, she was 5'10". They were like, oh, I thought Big Mom was taller than that. Like, her personality was taller than that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so do you, be you. Don't let other people decide what you should do. If you want to wear that formal dress on an informal event, wear it. Who says you're overdressed? Everybody else may be just underdressed. Do you. Stop saving stuff away in your closet for another day. Wear it now.
They don't do that.
Wear it. Put it on. What are you saving it for? Who says you're even going to be here tomorrow? We're on a promise right now. Wear it. Be it. Do it. You can put on some makeup when you go out, so you don't usually do it. So what? Put some color in your face.
It
Go find you a good red
confident.
lip.
Yeah.
It does make you feel more confident.
Red lips and black lips for me are like confidence boosters. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I have some black lipstick,
love
but
lips.
I use it on my eyes. I have put it on my lips, and I will sometimes line my lips with it.
I like to line my lips with the black and then do the red in the middle and give it like that ombre.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Oh, and then you put a gloss on top.
But see, I'm not a gloss girl.
I love
because I don't like things to stick to. And I like that matte lip because it'll stay on all day.
The matte lip makes it's just too dry.
It will make it dry, but you have to put on one of those balms underneath it.
I do. It just
I have some lip oils. I got one from what's my girl? Chanel.
Aquaphor girl.
All things her crown. I got a lip oil from her that has a great smell. And it is very soothing, and I put that on before I put on my matte lip. And I recently got another lip oil. I don't know who that one is from. It came in one of my prescription boxes. But, that helps. But I like that matte lip. I like, once I put my face on, I like for it to be on all day.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a go back and check myself and primp in the mirror. I don't carry makeup with me. I don't even have a lipstick with me.
The lipstick
during the
I'm
day.
wearing that day, I carry with me.
I don't, because I can't keep up if I do that. I'll have lipsticks in all my purses, and I won't know where any of them are when
That's
I
the
sit
problem I've
down
got.
to paint my face. And so when I put my face on, it is done.
But you see, I carried the lip gloss bag that you were looking at the other day. Like, is that all lip gloss? I don't know if you remember that.
Oh,
But that's
yeah.
why I do that, because I'll just be like, oh, this is the one that I'm carrying. So every day I've got that big thing of lip gloss. It's in there somewhere.
Oh, okay. But no, I don't carry any makeup with me.
I don't carry any powder.
Yeah, I don't
never use my
either.
powder. I just
Now, what I will do, what you saw me do earlier today is, because I was shining like new money, but when I do my face, I do it so that it is on. And I used to go through 2 or 3 jobs, and I'd come home and my face would still be on. Yeah. But yeah. Just be you. Do what makes you happy. Life is too short to be caught up on things that don't matter. Celebrate what makes you you. It's okay if you have thick hips and thick butt and
Or thin
hips and thin butt. There's somebody in the world who's looking for that girl wrapped in that body shape, or that guy. It doesn't matter. You may be looking at the wrong person. You should find that person who loves you just as you are. And there is someone who likes you just as you are. There's some guys who love nothing but bigger women. There's some women who love nothing but bigger men. There's some men who love nothing but thin women. There's some women who love nothing but lean men. There's something for everybody. So just be you. Just embrace who you are. Most people are attracted to someone who's comfortable in their skin.
Yeah, I feel like when you're yourself, it's more easy to attract people who are like you. Because
Right.
when you're living something fake, I feel like you're going to get that.
You're going to attract fake. Yeah.
And so I feel like when I'm me, I feel like people who are more in alignment with who I am show up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's why I've got such good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I'm just me, and then they show up.
Well,
And
all
they're
2
real.
of them, what you said to me one day?
Yeah, all 2 of them are great.
You have more than two because you were in that wedding today with, this weekend.
I've got like maybe 5, honestly. I don't mind though. I'm totally okay with that.
Well, I don't have a whole lot of friends. I know a lot of people. But when it comes to the people that I talk to on a daily basis and that I, hang out with,
it's curated.
They're not very many
You gotta curate
fit in that category. Not that I have any, I don't dismiss all the people that I know, and I'm grateful for so many wonderful people that I've met who are still a part of my life. But just in that inner circle, it is very, very limited number of people in that inner circle.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, and the great thing about those in that inner circle is they like all the versions of Joyce. Or they accept all of them. I'm sure they don't like some of them. Some of them probably think, okay, that version of Joyce I could do without, but they love me enough to take it anyway. But anyway, so go be you, go be great. Don't worry about what people think. Just as long as when you look in that mirror, you're feeling good about yourself. And then take that same attitude and apply it towards other people. Quit judging them. Let them be them. Everybody doesn't have to be like you. Everybody don't have to believe like you. Everybody doesn't have to act like you. Leave people alone. We'd all be better if we would stop judging everybody and just learning to allow everybody to be themselves.
Yeah.
As long as they're not hurting someone. Now, I'm totally against hurting people. But if you're just living your best life, just let people live their best life. And you go be so busy and consumed with living your best life that you don't even have time to worry about.
One last thing. I feel like a lot of people have this, like, they think they have all this wisdom to where they're at a level where they can tell people how to live. Like, that's not wisdom. If you had any wisdom, you'd know that your opinion doesn't matter that much.
This is true.
People, they have that wisdom, and they're like, oh, well, I know, so I'm going to teach you something. I see a lot of, like, YouTube videos that come across that way, and I'm like, can we stop?
That is so true. That is so true. And I love when you said if you had any wisdom, you would realize.
If you had any at all.
Right. You realize you don't know nearly as much as you thought.
You do.
Not nearly as much as you think you do. That's what you start to realize.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all. I just kind of wanted to. I know we've talked about authenticity once before, but I just really want to push home that, celebrate your uniqueness. Be you, do you, and do it without apology. Yes? And practice your confidence. All right. Is there anything else you want to add, sister?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, take some time for yourself.
Because you deserve it.
Because you absolutely do. Good night.
Good night.